Teachers, I'm going to go through a couple of ways you can help students with the password change operations. So first, if the student does not know what the temporary password was, you can click on the Windows menu and get down to T for Tools. And in the Tools menu, you have the option to look up student passwords. So teachers look up student passwords. This is not the same as resetting, but look up. That lookup tool asks for the student's username. When you enter the student's username and look up, it will show you that default temporary password for the student. The next thing would be, how do the students change their password from that default? So one is from the Pflugerville ISD webpage. If you click on Webmail, then scroll to the bottom of that page, it says Self-Service Password Change Utility. This brings up this white screen. This would work on the classroom Windows computer, that you could have a student come up to your computer to do this. But if they are on their Chromebook, they will get to this page in a different way.
From a Chromebook, to get to the password self-service option, you will need to go from the login screen. Students' first inclination will be to enter their email and log in with that temporary password. That will not work. They will need to go down here at the bottom. There is this button that says Apps. When they click on the Apps button, it will show a list of apps that are accessible before login. One of the options there in the middle is Pfisd password self-service. That will return you to basically the same screen that we had here from the webmail option on the Pfisd web page.
Once they're on this page, they'll enter their S number. The current password would be the one that you looked up. So the one that you enter here would be the temporary password that you looked up. Then the new password will be the one that the student chooses. Remember that the student must choose a password that is at least 8 characters. It cannot have part of their name, meaning 3 letters in a row of their first, middle, or last name. And it must have an uppercase, a lowercase letter, and a number and a special character. They'll retype that password they've chosen and click Change Password. When they successfully change their password, there would be a message at the top saying you have successfully changed your password. If not, it would give an error message. One of the common error messages we see is called user principal not found. That occurs when the user ID does not include that lowercase s. Otherwise, the error messages, if it's the specified network password is not correct, that would mean this current password does not match that temporary password. Or if the confirmed and new password are not correct, these two passwords don't match. And of course, if the password does not meet with the requirements, they may need to check that it's not a password that they have used in the past and it meets all of those requirements.